Good morning, everybody. Lovely to have you with us again this morning on this lovely Friday morning. A little bit overcast, but it's not too cold. I think winter's on its way, but I did have the heating on one day last week and I just couldn't believe it. I thought, no, not yet, but it was a little bit nippy. But I hope you're all well. Hope you're all nice and comfortable and ready for our morning of meditation this morning. Richard said there's quite a few of you on already, so I don't know whether Richard wants me to say any good mornings to anyone or... Okay, so if you could share, if you know any friends that would like to watch this with you or watch any of our SP production programs, that would be absolutely brilliant. So please share, please look lots of love hearts up and everything else, just so that it all helps with Facebook. And oh yeah, tag a friend. If you could tag a friend, that would be great. So the more you share, the better. Be lovely. So that would be great. So I've got Richard talking in my ear. If you wonder, I'm not talking to myself. Yeah, yeah. So hi, Vicky. Lovely to see you. Have us you with us this morning. Good morning, Daniela. Lovely you could join us. Hi, Russ. I'm not sure if I've seen you with us before or with me on my meditations, but you're very welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Good morning, Mary. Been ages since I've seen you, Mary. Actually got to go to church yesterday and do a little service. It was absolutely lovely. No, day before, I'm lying. Good morning, Ian. Hope you're behaving yourself. Hi, Julie. How Alberta? Good morning. Hi, Georgie. Just said good morning to Julie, didn't I? That's all right. Hi, Pete. I might need to ring you later, Pete. My plant looks as though it's going a bit yellow. Peter gave me a most gorgeous jasmine plant. I'm not very good with plants. So I might give you a ring later, Pete. Hope you enjoy the meditation. That's lovely. It's lovely to have you all with us. So today I'm going to do something a bit different. Last week on my Friday meditation, I did this meditation on my YouTube channel and I got a lot of nice feedback from it. And a lot of people said it really helped them. And so I thought, I've never ever repeated a meditation yet so far since I've been doing them. But I thought, hi, Bev in Dubai. I hope your move went okay. I thought today I'm going to actually repeat it. I'm going to go one step further at the end. So if there's anybody, hi, Kelly, that did the meditation with me last Friday, I hope you're happy to go and do it again. It's one of those meditations you can repeat. We're going to let go of things we keep in a little box inside ourselves, and we've all got them. I've got them. I know I have. And as much as we're spiritual and we like to live a spiritual life and we like to do the best we can, I know I've got a little box inside me that's got a couple of little things that I can think of, and I don't like to... Hi, Christine from Ireland. Glad you could join us this morning. I don't like to open that box. Sometimes I think about it and I might open it a little bit and then I get a bit upset and I think, no, I'll put the lid back on again. No, good morning, Margaret. Your first time this morning. Lovely. I hope you enjoy the meditation with us. Just I don't know whether you've meditated before, Margaret, but just follow the instructions and relax and go along with us in a minute, and I hope you have a good time. Yeah, so I've 95% cleansed everything, but still being a medium and a healer and everything else, there's still that little bit inside me that I struggle with sometimes. So that's a bit that I want to reach with everybody this morning. So it could be quite an emotional morning. Hi, Kerry. But I hope you'll go along with this. Those of you that did do it with me last week on Friday, I do hope you'll have another go. Maybe you can sort out a different situation in your life that you've kept in your box that we can tag on to. Maybe a big continuation, or maybe just sit and relax until we get to the second part. Just sit in that lovely space. If there's nothing else you want, or you may even just want to clear some fear for this COVID. I think a lot of people have got fear from this COVID or where we're going to go with it. Even if you don't fear it, I think there's an anxiety there of what life's going to be like in the future. So maybe those of you that did it last week, you could even perhaps go there. But I'm going to leave it up to you. So like I say, it might be an emotional one. What I would say is if you feel emotional, let it go. That is the most important thing. Let it go. If you feel tearful, let those tears roll. This is a way of getting rid of stuff. And when I teach my healing, and sometimes even in my circle, we all have just that moment when you might touch on something that brings back a memory, just hits a spark, hits that note that just makes you feel funny. 9 times out of 10, every single person that does my healing course, there'll be 1 week when they say, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I just can't stop crying. And that's shifting, that's getting rid of all that stuff that you've hung on to. Because unless we're well and unless we're in a good place, we can't help other people. None of us are perfect, none of us are 100% wonderful, but we can only do our best. So let's move forward with this meditation this morning, and I really do hope it helps you. So get yourself nice and comfortable, sit somewhere nice where I'd say sit upright, because I always think if you lay down, quite often you drop off to sleep and then you lose the benefit of the meditation. You're still getting a nice relax and you're probably hearing my voice, but it's not the same as actually, if you can follow it, I always think it's a good idea. So try and find somewhere nice and comfortable to sit and just close your eyes. Just listen to your breathing. As you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Just concentrate on your breathing. Let your body relax. Let your arms and your legs relax. Let any thoughts that come into your mind, just let them drift away. You know, any shopping lists you might be thinking of, anything you've got to do later, just let it drift away. Come in and then drift. Feel your body and your arms relax. Give your head a bit of a move, twist around. Get rid of any tension that you might have. This is your time. This is a half an hour that you're going to spend looking after yourself, keeping yourself calm, giving yourself a bit of a treat. So today we're going to do a meditation that's going to help us to relax, that's going to make us look back on anything in the past that made us unhappy, made us anxious. And we're going to just close our eyes and find ourselves on a small deserted island. We're sitting on the beach and the sand are a beautiful white colour. You could feel the heat on the sand as it goes between your toes. And just sit and look at the sea. The sea is a beautiful, beautiful azure colour. Just watch as the waves gently ripple into the shore, the white foam on the waves, as they just gently ripple up onto the beach, onto the wet sand. You might feel a little bit isolated today. You might feel a little bit lonely as you're sitting on that beach. But you're not. You're safe. You're protected. You're being looked after. Nothing can happen to you. This is a good place to be. Just enjoy relaxing, feeling the sun on your face, putting yourself in a nice, calm place. Place where you feel peaceful. Place where you feel relaxed. Just enjoy that feeling of being at one with yourself. Now I want you to think. Think of something in the past. Something that maybe has hurt you, something perhaps when you were a child, a situation you've kept hidden inside you. I want you to visualize a box, as though you've got a small box inside you with all lots of feelings in it and emotions. And that box, you keep the lid closed very, very tight, because those emotions and those feelings you've got inside that box, if you open it, upset you and you feel you can't cope with them. We've all got them. We've all got our little box that we keep hidden inside us. A little box where we keep any traumas, any unhappiness that we haven't been able to deal with at the time. Sometimes if we think about those things, it hurts so much that we just stick them back in that box. But today we're going to address them. We're in a safe place. You're safe, you're protected. And today we're going to release all those negative feelings so that we can move forward with our lives without them holding us back. It could be something from the past that you feel guilty about. It could be words that somebody has said to you that's hurt you. Just sit and think of that box. Now I want you to open the lid of that box. This might be very, very hard for you, but know that you're safe and you're protected and you can do this. And today we're going to get rid of all those negative feelings and worries forever. We're going to release them and we're going to let them go. Now as you're sitting on that beach, you're surrounded by a beautiful white light all in your body. You're so safe. You know nothing can hurt you. You know that the box where the trauma and happiness is. Don't be afraid. Get that box and open the lid. Let those memories come out. Don't be scared of how you feel. You're safe and you're engulfed in that protective white light. Open that box and just feel those feelings again. You may have more than one situation in your box, but just take one. We only want to work with one situation today. You can always come back and do this meditation again if you have more than one thing in your box that's upsetting you. So let's pick the worst one. We'll pick the worst one today. Feel those feelings. Be in that moment of that situation with those negative energies, with maybe the people that hurt you, the words that hurt you. It could be something you've done yourself, something you feel guilty about, that you just can't forgive yourself for. Now's the time to do it. Think of that situation. If you feel emotional, let the tears go. You may even feel anger. Just let it go. Let those feelings go. Now next to you on the beach is a small circle of stones, and next to that is a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to pick the piece of paper up and I want you to think about this situation, how it made you feel, and write all your feelings on a piece of paper. We aren't here to write anything negative about another person, but I just want you to bring your feelings about it to the surface. And as you write it on the paper, how do you feel? Don't leave anything out. You may get emotional, that's fine. Let your tears flow. But let go of that anger, that upset, as you write on the paper. Those feelings are leaving your body and they're going into the pen and onto the paper. Write every single thing down that you can think about this situation. It doesn't have to be written out in a story. It could just be certain words, certain things, just so that you know that you can let go of this. You're not going to hold on to it anymore. It's going. It's leaving you. Now, as you're writing on this piece of paper, and you're writing down all your emotions, whether they're good, they're bad, whatever, about this situation, think how your body's feeling now. Watch as you let go of any of the anger, the upset, the disappointment. Let all the pain go into the pen. Watch as it leaves your body, goes through the pen onto the paper. How does your body feel? Do you feel a little bit lighter now that you've let go and you've written all this down? It's completely gone from your body and it's gone onto that piece of paper. Just let those feelings go. Write it all down. When you've finished, I want you to screw that paper up as tight as you can. And when you look at the circle of stones, there's a little fire inside the circle of stones. Just watch the flames as they glow and they blow, but they're quite dark. Throw that paper into those flames. Watch how dark they grow. As you throw that paper into the flames grow dark. There's dark smoke coming from the flames. All that negativity is in the fire. Throw the pen in. Throw the pen in with your paper. Watch as that smoke and the flames grow dark, and the smoke is dark going up into the air. All that negativity is going into that fire. Now watch as the flames start to become bright. They're becoming a beautiful orange, a beautiful yellow. Lovely bright lifted colours. The flames are turning white. Watch as the white smoke goes up into the air. Watch as that negativity is disappearing. All that negativity, all that pain and anguish that you put into that fire has gone. The flames are burning bright. They're purples and reds and oranges and yellows. And the smoke coming from that fire is pure white light. All that negativity has gone. It's just disappeared. It's gone up into the ether where it can't hurt anyone. How do you feel now? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel better in yourself? Do you feel as though a weight has been lifted from your body? All those feelings that have been dragging you down at this time have gone. Now I want you to just take the sand, a piece of sand, some of the sand into your hand and throw it onto the fire. Make that fire go out. Watch as the flames and the smoke disappear and the fire goes out. And in the circle of stones are just ashes. And I want you to carry on putting sand over the fire so that you're burying those ashes, so that any last bit of negativity has disappeared. Throw the sand over the fire. Bury those ashes. Know that they've disappeared. They've gone into the ground to be taken away. They're not going to hurt anybody. They're not going to hurt you anymore, and they're not going to hurt anybody else. They've just gone into the ground to be disposed of until they totally diminish and have gone. Now think how you feel. You've let go of all that negativity. You've cleansed your aura. You're no longer burdened by those feelings. Know they're gone. Know they can't hurt you anymore. Sense how your body feels. All those ties, all that emotion that was holding you down has disappeared. Now I want you to stand up and I want you to shout at the top of your voice, I'm free. My past cannot hurt me. I'm ready to move forward with an open, happy heart. Nothing can drag me down or hold me back. I have been released and I feel wonderful. And let's do it again. Shout it out at the top of your voice. I'm free. My past can't hurt me. I'm ready to move forward with an open, happy heart. Nothing can drag me down or hold me back. I've been released and I feel wonderful. Now sit and enjoy that feeling deep inside you. How do you feel now? You've let go of everything. It won't come back, it's gone. Now is the time to move forward. It can't hurt you anymore. Think of how your body feels. Now let's just take it a step further. And as you're on that beach, think of those you love, of things that you have done, something that you've succeeded with. If you have children, visualize your children. Visualize your parents, your friends, your church family. All the things, look back on the things that you thought to yourself, I'll never be able to do that, but you've done it. I think we all sometimes sit and we think to ourselves, we haven't achieved anything. But when you look back and you think about how far you've come, how you've achieved things, how you've moved forward, be proud of yourself. Take that feeling of pride of what you've achieved and take it deep into your heart. Take the feeling of love that you feel with your family, those you care about. That deep feeling of love that you feel for your friends, for your fellow man. Take that feeling of love deep into your heart. How does it make you feel? You're so worthy. You have a purpose. You are meant to be here. Everything you do has a purpose and affects other people. Think of how you've helped people. It may be by talking to them. It may be by being there when they've been unhappy and they need somebody. Maybe by carrying somebody shopping. It may be just by smiling at an old lady on the bus who maybe hasn't had anybody to talk to for a long time. Every one of you is worthy, is important. Don't ever forget that. Your feelings are just as important as everybody else's. Feel proud of yourself, proud of what you've achieved. Think of the things you want to carry on doing. Think of something in your future that you wish for and visualize yourself doing it. Imagine yourself in that position that you have achieved it, you've done it, and you will do it. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. Everyone is important. Don't ever put yourself down. Don't ever say, I can't do that. Because there's always a way. You can always find a way of achieving what you want. Be proud of where you are now. Think of where you want to be. Keep that feeling in your heart, that feeling of love, that feeling of self-worth, that feeling that yes, you do matter. Notice how it makes you feel, how elated you feel, how refreshed you feel. You've got rid of all that negativity from the past. It's gone. You never need to go back there again or think about it again. It's gone from your body. Your body's let it go. Your body feels lighter. Your body feels happier. Your body feels healthier for releasing all that emotion. Feel how happy you are deep inside your heart. How you can't wait for tomorrow to see what you can achieve. How you want to look forward, to go forward with a happy heart, to help those around you. But never forget yourself, because you're just as important as others. And you must remember that. Because if you're not well, and you're not healthy in mind and in body, and in spirit, then it's harder to help those around you. Be grateful for what you've got. Think how lucky you are to be where you are. Appreciate the things that are around you, the small things, the flowers, the trees, the love that other people give you. Yes, life isn't perfect all the time. But when you have times when you feel anxious, get this feeling back in your heart that I am important, that your past can't hurt you, that I've got a happy heart, and nothing will ever drag you down or hold you back. You've been released and you feel wonderful. You just sit in that moment and soak all those wonderful feelings up. Fill your body with wonderful energy, fill your body with love, fill your body with appreciation. And if you ever get a situation in the future, then this is how to deal with them. You now know how to let them go. Now I want you to come back. I want you to be feeling happy, elated and full of joy. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Feel your bottom on the chair where you started your journey. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Take your time. This has been quite a deep meditation. But just take your time to come back. Feel the room around you. Notice how wonderful you feel inside and out. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I know it's a little bit shorter than some of the ones I've done before. And I hope you'll feel a bit brighter and happier. And I hope you'll manage to let go of some negative energies or upsets or anything that you were holding on to. Remember that you can always go back and do this again, whether it be a major negative thing or whether it's just something little that you're just a little bit worried about, or there's a situation that you've got anxiety about. Go back to that beach, write it on a piece of paper, burn the paper, and just let that negative feeling, that worry, that anxiety, you can just let it go up into the ether. It's not going to hurt anybody. So know that you can come back and you could do that meditation anytime you want. Now, those of you that know how to close down, I want you to close down. For those of you that don't, if you just do this little visualization with me. So close your eyes and visualize a beautiful purple light right in the middle of your forehead where your third eye is, and turn that light off. Now go down to your throat area and visualize a beautiful blue light in your throat area and turn that light off. Down to your heart area and visualize a green light bulb and turn that light off. Down to your solar plexus, just above your tummy button, where you get all your gut feelings and your intuition from. That's a yellow light. Turn that light off. Down to your solar plexus, the orange bulb, the orange light which is below your tummy button. Turn that light off. And finally down to the red light, your base chakra, right at the bottom of your spine. I want you to turn that light off. We're just going to go back and double check that the purple light in our third eye and our forehead is turned off. That the blue light in our throat area is off. That the green light in our heart area is off. That the yellow light in our tummy where our solar plexus is, that yellow light is off. Down to the orange light below our tummy button. In our solar plexus, in our sacral chakra, let's turn that light off. And finally down to our red chakra, the base chakra at the bottom of our spine, turn that light off. Now all our lights are off and we're closed down. So visualize the roots of a tree going from your hands and your feet deep down into the earth. Put a cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your head and under your feet. And finally put a beautiful protective white light all around you. You're safe, you're protected, and you're grounded. And you're ready to carry on with your everyday life. And I hope you all feel content. I hope you all feel that you've let go of something. If anybody's got any questions or anybody wants to share anything about their meditation, I'm happy to answer any questions. It'd be quite nice to get a little bit of feedback to see if you enjoyed it, or you might have all dropped off. So I'm not sure. I don't know whether there's any feedback, Richard, or whether they've all gone home. Okay, so we think you're all coming back. So just enjoy that feeling of coming back. And while you're coming back, shall I do some introductions for the weekend, Richard? I hope you all feel lovely and relaxed now, ready to carry on with your week ahead. Feel lovely and free and ready to go. Liz, you enjoyed it, did you? Oh, that's good. I hope you managed to let go of some things, Liz. I don't think it matters how spiritual we are and how worldly we are. We always have something that we hang on to. And if somebody says, no, I haven't got anything, then I'm sorry, but I don't believe them, because I think we've all got stuff. Oh, lovely. had lots of tears, Margaret, but you feel better. Tears are wonderful, you know. I always say to people, if you could shed a tear about anything, whether they're happy tears, you know, if you give a reading to somebody and they cry, you always know you've hit a spot because they're happy tears, because they've connected with one of their loved ones. They're not sad tears. And I think tears are one of the most wonderful things for healing. Just let go. I think when you hold on to tears, you hold on to anger and emotion, especially if you're grieving, it can become anger and then it can become depression. Good afternoon, Martin. I hope you're able to join in the meditation. Hello, Natasha. I hope you're able to do the meditation. If not, and to Sally, this meditation will be on SPTV. Good morning, Susie. So you can always watch it again. You can always do it again. Very emotional, Julie. I hope you enjoyed it. I think Daniela's going to play it back tonight as she's cooking. That's a good thing with the meditations on the shows, because you can play them back and you can listen to them when you've got a spare minute. It's very hard. We're always so busy, especially people with children. Oh, thank you for that, Fiend. That's very kind. Nice meditation, cleared your headache, Pete. I'm glad. Don't forget, make sure you close yourself down, Pete, because I tell him off. Hi, Kelly. You enjoyed that, did you? I'm really glad. Thank you, Lesley. So relaxed, George says. George is a wonderful healer. He trained with me. And yeah, I think, you know, I'm saying, yeah, I think I am right. But you're right, Liz. I do think everybody's got stuff that they hang on to. Right, Mary saw an old red bus that she used to go to school on, and then nothing until we were going through the chakras. That's all right, Mary. That's maybe, you know, I think sometimes that's just what's needed. Gloria said, hi, you've never seen me before. Well, I hope you'll come back and join me another time, and I haven't put you off, Gloria. It'd be lovely to see you again, and hopefully you watch lots of the other things on Spiritual Psychic TV. Carol said she had tears, enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Yeah, tears are brilliant. I think tears and bashing a pillow. I think if you've got a bit of anger and you've got an old pillow somewhere, just go for it. Really hit the pillow. Let those emotions out. I think I notice, especially being a healer, a lot of people that come to see me, they're holding stuff in. You know, they've held a lot of grief in, a lot of feelings from the past. And we do need to let things go. Because if we hold these emotions in, then they sometimes turn to physical ailments. And then they come out as a physical thing. And that's not good. So the more we can let go, the better. And I think sometimes, you know, especially if we are spiritual people, which we all are, because we're watching all these shows and we're doing the meditations, we always tend to say, oh, well, I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm fine. And then we look after somebody else and we forget ourselves. And that's why I think it's important when you do these meditations that you think about yourself. And that's why I like doing them on the Friday. It's just a time when you can connect with yourself, have a bit of you time. We all spend so much of our lives looking after everybody else and worrying about everybody else that we forget about ourselves. And I'm the same. I'm no different. You know, somebody says to you, how are you? And you say, yeah, I'm fine. And you might not be. You might be feeling really, really low that day. But you think, oh, well, I'm not going to bother telling them. But by doing a meditation, you can let that go. You can let that out. And you can let the spirit world come close and help you. So I do hope that you'll join me again and maybe share again with your friends. You know, if you've enjoyed the meditation this morning, let your friends know, and maybe they could join us next time, or they can go back and do the meditation later on. As I say, they're all recorded, they're all there, and you could do them whenever you want. You don't have to just do them live on a Friday. So would you like anything else? Anybody got any comments, or are we okay? We'll just do some adverts for the weekend. So Friday this afternoon at 3:30, you've got Exploring Your Awareness with Bev Mann. I saw she was on Facebook last night with Ian, being silly, making. Ian had lovely hair, so that should be a lovely show this afternoon. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, we've got the Origins of the Ancients. I think they're talking about Merlin tonight with Birgitta and Kate. So, sorry, Richard. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, Richard said he's not sure, but I'm sure they said on their adverts that they're talking about Merlin tonight. So that's actually a really interesting one. So I'm looking forward to that one. I want to watch that later. Um, but- and tomorrow we've got a conversation with Bex. Bex answers your questions with straight answers. I've only watched a couple of Bex shows, but they are really, really good. And I think they're quite fun. So, yeah, join in with Bex tomorrow at 2:30. Oh, yeah. Ben and Paul tomorrow night. So, psychic artist and mediumship. So, is that at 8 o'clock, Richard? Okay. We're just waiting for the picture. I'm like, come on, Richard. I'm beating him to it, you see. He's slacking behind. He's not good enough. Oh, well, Ben and it's Ben and Paul, isn't it? Yeah, Ben and Paul will be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock doing doing a special psychic art and mediumship readings. I think they link together, so should be a great evening. I've watched them do it before, so if you like a bit of psychic art, something different, should be really really interesting. And we've got our Sunday service Sunday, have we, Richard? Yeah. So Wimbledon Church Sunday service is on at 11 o'clock on Sunday. I'm not sure. I think it's Sarah Woolman, I think, is going to be doing the mediumship this week. Okay. Oh, okay. See, I know more than Richard. No, I'm sure I've seen it. Sarah's going to do the mediumship. You can all come back and moan at me next week if it's, or the week after if it's not. But I'm sure it's Sarah doing the mediumship tomorrow. So I don't know if there's any on Sunday. Sorry, Sunday morning at 11 o'clock for the Wimbledon service. And I'm not sure if there's anything else on Sunday. Richard, is there? Okay. Ah, so we're letting Richard have the rest of his Sunday off this week. I think he deserves it. He could be a good boy, and he can go and do this meditation. I've told him he's got to do the meditation, so that's what he could do, spending his Sunday afternoon. Okay, he's saying he still works doing animations and graphics. We believe him. I think he just sits it. I think he just goes down the pub with his mates. But there we are. No, I know you don't drink. You can still have an orange juice. So, oh, too much sugar. Oh, he's very healthy. He's not like me. Water or pomegranate juice. Wow. I like pomegranates, but I've never had pomegranate juice. Maybe I'll have to try that sometime. Oh, does it? Okay. Helps reduce the risk of cancer, apparently, Richard said. So, anybody that fancies trying pomegranate juice, give it a go and then let us know. Let Richard know how you feel and whether you enjoy it. So that would be quite nice. Okay. So Richard is saying don't go for the cheap ones you get in the normal supermarkets. Go for a more expensive one that's got no sugar added to it. And that's better for you, apparently. So, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe it looking at the size of me. I eat low calorie everything's. But I think putting weight on over this blooming holiday, I had to cancel my wedding and we've rebooked it for March. But I'm definitely going to have to lose some weight. Otherwise, there's no way I'm going to get into my wedding dress. I put on so much weight over the lockdown, and I don't know why. I've not eaten anymore or done anything, and but I think it's affected a lot of people that way. So yes, go back to Weight Watchers or something. Get rid of it all. Gloria said, when you're on again, I need healing at the moment. Please, could anyone on here send me healing? Um, yes, Gloria, I would definitely send you healing. Anybody else that's on this morning, if you could send loving thoughts out to Gloria. And Gloria, I'll put you on our Wimbledon church. We've got a healing group. And what we do, there's healers, and we all get together. We've all got our own little WhatsApp group, and we put people's names on the healing. And I'll add your name to our list, and we'll definitely send you healing. And I hope you feel better soon, and you'll get the benefit of it, Gloria. It's not the same when you can't actually do hands-on healing, but absent healing is wonderful, and it works just as well. Mary's saying, yes, it is Sarah, but I don't know what she's saying that to, so I'm sure they're having a nice... Sorry? Oh, it is Sarah. Ah, okay, Mary's saying, yes, it is Sarah, so I was right. There you are. Mary and I know Richard. Thank you for the heart, Carol. That's lovely. And I send all my love to all of you. And, the more people we could touch and the more love we could bring to this world and the healing we can give to each other and support each other, the better. I mean, that's what is so wonderful about this channel. Everybody works for nothing. We do it all for free, all because we just want to send our love out there and help everybody. And Richard does an absolutely amazing job. Fiend, would I put you on the healing book? You've been encountering chest pains. Yes, I definitely will, but I would also say make sure you get it checked out as well, please, if you're getting chest pains, all right? Now, I'm not saying that because I've been linked into spirit or anything else. I'm saying that as me, Lesley, as a healer. We would definitely put you on the healing book, but if you're encountering chest pains, please make sure you get it looked at as well. Healing does go along orthodox medicine, and just because we have healing and everything else, there are times when orthodox medicine is needed as well. So I'm not saying that's what you need, and I don't want you to start panicking because I'm not linking in or anything like that. I'm just doing it as me, just to say double check it with chest pain, so. Is there anybody that wants to ask me anything? I think it's a good idea to learn Reiki. Maybe Richard, to get someone on here to teach Reiki healing. We all have that ability. Yeah, I, I am a Reiki healer. I have done Reiki myself. I became a spiritual healer first, and I did Reiki healing because I wanted to find out what the difference was. And I wanted to find out why Reiki healers were allowed to heal in churches are much more readily accepted than spiritual healers. So I did the course just to see what it was like. So I could go somewhere and say, okay, I'm a Reiki healer, and they let you in. If you're a spiritual healer, for some reason, they don't like it. I will say, Liz, that I have my own opinions about Reiki healing. I have some wonderful, wonderful friends that are Reiki healers. And I have a lot of people that are Reiki healers and then come and do the course and become spiritual healers after. The only thing I will say, and I'm sure 90% of Reiki healers all do it for the right reasons, there are the 10% that do it just for the money. And it is so, and this is my opinion, and you may want to turn me off and block me and whatever, but my opinion is it's too easy to become a Reiki healer. You could become a Reiki healer in 2 weekends, and as a teacher of healing, I don't think that covers anything enough. And I've done it myself, and I know that the way I teach, there's a lot more to it. I always say you could teach a trained monkey to become a healer just by putting their hands on somebody. But it's how you speak to people. It's how you converse with people. It's, you're taught how to speak to somebody that's grieving. There's so much more to it than just putting your hands on somebody. And I do feel with the Reiki, you can learn it too quickly. and not everybody goes into it for the right reasons. And I'm sorry if that's my opinion. And so I'm not saying every Reiki healer's like that, not by any means at all. And as I say, I've got friends who are wonderful Reiki healers, but I do think the course is too short. So you can all shoot me now. Sorry. I think I will be. I think Ashley has asked me, Ashley Robinson. He does his show every other week on a Friday, and one week he's going to be talking about healing, and he's asked me to come along and talk about healing and different things to do with healing. Just checking how to close down properly. You know what I'm like. Pete, we went through the light bulbs. Do you remember when we said about going through the light bulbs? So you make sure all your light bulbs are closed off as you go down. And I hope you went through it with me. No, you probably didn't. If you can't remember how to do it, give me a ring after or message me. Or just listen to the end of the meditation again. Listen to the end of the meditation again. And that was what I do. That visualization is closing you down at the end. I think it's very important to close down properly. Not every medium healer, most healers believe, but not every medium believes in closing down. I'm very fanatical about it, because if you don't close down properly, then you start picking things up from other people, especially if you've got healing tendencies. So for instance, if you came to my healing class and then you didn't close down, you might be sitting on the bus going home and picking up the lady's headache next to you, or thinking to yourself, God, I feel so depressed. Why am I feeling so depressed? Because you're picking their feelings up. And it's very important that, as for me, and this is my opinion, okay, again, my opinion, not everybody's, I think it's very important that you close down, because you don't want to be working all the time. I don't want to be sitting here now being bombarded by everybody's loved ones in the spirit world, because I'm not doing mediumship at the moment. I'm doing a meditation, the same as when I'm healing. You work on a different energy, so that you don't have everybody's loved ones coming in trying to give messages. So it's very important about that, to make sure you close yourselves down. And I've had a lot of people come to me for healing, or I'm a minister, and they come to me to talk to me because they're saying, that they can't sleep, or they're hearing things, or things are around them. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they have got spiritual abilities, but they don't know how to use them. And so I quite often, even though they don't do anything spiritual, I show them how to close themselves down until they want to use those abilities, if they ever do, and they might never want to. I show them how to close themselves down, and it really, really does help. And especially if you do it before you go to bed. Quite often, if you close yourself down before you go to sleep, you'll find you have a better night's sleep, because you're blocking everything off. And we don't want to work all the time. I don't want to be in Tesco's and have the lady who's doing at the checkouts, mum coming through. So I only like to work when I'm ready. But that's my opinion. So Pete, I would go back to the end of the meditation and just go back through that visualization again. So I'm glad you're taking it seriously, Pete. Has anybody got any questions they'd like to ask me? I think we've got a couple of minutes before we close down. Anybody's got anything they'd like to ask me about anything? I'll say that again. You will do great, Pete. Yeah, go back and, or if not, ask Angie to do it with you. Angie is Pete's wife, and she did the healing course with me. Yes, I agree with you, Gloria. It is not always about reading, and it's nice to listen to a meditation, especially if. Sorry, Richard. Yeah. No. Yeah. Richard was saying, he tries to get a bit of everything on this channel. So, it's nice to have a bit of everything, and so you could pick what you like. I don't know whether you mean reading books or whether you mean having a reading with somebody, and it's nice just listening to a meditation. Yeah, it's nice to just have a bit of time for yourself, just to take that half an hour out, And this is your first time being here, Fifi, and it was interesting. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, join us again and have a look at some of the other shows that are on, because there's lots of different things. There's so many subjects I couldn't even try and list all the different subjects Richard covers. On SPTV, there's so much there. So join us again, have a look at something, and I think meditation's good. And if you have a guided meditation, it's quite good as well. If you just want to relax, just visualize something, visualize a candle and just sit and watch that candle, and it just gets you in a nice space. But one thing I would say to you all is, if you do any meditations or a guided meditation on a CD or anything like that, my personal opinion is, please, will you close yourselves down after? Just do that little visualization that I do and that we do at the end of the meditation on a Friday, just to make sure you're closed down. An awful lot of CDs will just leave you somewhere, and there's nothing worse than if you're just sort of left open. And I do think it's very important. So if you do a guided meditation on a CD or anything you've got at home, just close yourself down afterwards so you feel nice and grounded. It can make you feel a bit spaced. That's the way I think, a little bit spaced sometimes if you're not closed properly. Another good way is run your hands under the tap, have something to eat. So after you've done anything spiritual, have something to eat, have a drink, run your hands under the tap. All good ways of closing yourself down and getting that feeling of being grounded again. Because I know if I don't close myself down, and sometimes I forget, if I'm healing at church, if I've had a busy evening, I might come out, especially if I'm closing the church up, and I might forget to close down, and I find I get a headache. So I always know, if I get a little bit of headache, I forgot to close down. So I'm glad you've all been with us today. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will be here in 2 weeks. I do my meditations every 2 weeks, or I will be on my YouTube channel, the Reverend Lesley Knight, next Friday on YouTube, doing a meditation at the same time. And I hope to see you all soon. Enjoy your weekend and tune into Spiritual TV, Spiritual Psychic TV. I'm trying to make sure I get it right now because we've changed our name. And have fun. Most of all, send you lots and lots of love. God bless you all.